I know we can't celebrate Dia de los Muertos in person, but what can we do to get ready for next year? Because we are ready already for our Day of the Dead celebration at Thanksgiving Point 2021. So what can we do to get ready, ladies?
Well, I was thinking a perfect time to start looking into our genealogy and just finding stories of family and what can we bring into our Day of the Dead.
You guys would not believe how many family photos I have found on all the social media sites, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, any family history site. Go to those sites and see if you can find family photos that maybe no one's seen before. Put them in Photoshop, get them fancy, looking nice, and frames. I think that would be so exciting. Get some recipes out that you want to try. Music, dancing, learn a dance. Wouldn't that be awesome to learn a traditional dance of your ancestors?
I think the biggest thing to remember is to remember your family, right? The people that have passed away, and remember them, because when you remember them, they're still with us.
Family separation is one of the most heartbreaking things, whether that's death or just distance. When you guys agree, and bringing your family together no matter where they're at, no matter if they're deceased or alive, and celebrating them for those 2 nights. It's so magical.
It is magical.
And I think that this opportunity with Dia de los Muertos, what you could do with your family with bringing them together is you can come up with little crafts, things. Say you don't have any Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos decorations at home, you can get your families together and come up with your own little arts and crafts and add that to your little ofrenda.
Making new heirlooms, that's such a great idea. I'm sorry.
And then also, I like to create things that I pass down to my daughters. And so, if you're doing quilts, or if you're doing, if you have special fabrics that you have at home that you don't want to lose in your family, you pass them on. And those are beautiful family heirlooms that you can create your altar with.
Marla, I've had a couple of people ask me, how, if they don't have Mexican heritage or indigenous heritage, how can they celebrate Dia de Muertos respectfully? What would you respond to that?
So I think with any culture, you need to learn about the people, and you want to be respectful. That's when I'm learning about Chinese culture or Arab culture or any cultures. I want to make sure that I'm sensitive to their traditions and their family, right, and their customs. So it's the same for Day of the Dead. We want to be respectful of everybody's traditions, because even within the own Mexican community, we have 32 states in Mexico. Only 2 states celebrate Day of the Dead.
That's really important.
And so that means most Mexicans don't know how to celebrate Day of the Dead. But what happens with Day of the Dead is that there has to be a death in order to celebrate someone, right? And death is universal.
So if a person doesn't have any Mexican heritage, how can they incorporate Day of the Dead into their own traditions?
So I've seen a lot of people where they just buy made in China stuff from Amazon that looks Mexican. And I think that's the opposite of being authentic. So I would get out your own family heirlooms, whatever, like you said, linens you have at home, family photos, bring those to the table. Having some elements like candles and flowers could be part of tying in Mexican, but I think it's important to be authentic. So I know I have some Swedish ancestry and from England, and I want to celebrate those ancestors as well on my ofrenda. What would you do for your husband's family, example?
So for my husband, we would incorporate a lot of Mormon pioneer heritage. And then in my family, we would do Mexican and Arabic as well.
Awesome. And that is authentically you, and making an ofrenda with your own family pieces is authentically Dia de Muertos. See you next year.